mind directing onlookers to the storage area of electronic wheelchairs? Hey, I finally found Jesus. A crown of thorns, and thus, Coop died for your clicks. Looks like a handwritten letter to Jesus from one of the residents. I didn't know you could send him letters like Santa. As much as I'd like to answer this prayer, I don't want Jesus to kick my ass for stealing his letter. Dear Jesus, while I'm sure you've received my pious prayers, I wanted to document my faith in writing as a tribute to your divine holiness. Next, I plan to chisel some words of faith into stone. It just goes on and on like this. Jesus. Hey, look at me. I'm the Pope. Look how hard she's praying. She's praying hard as fuck. Damn, girl, you get that Jesus. By the looks of it, she's already been touched by the Lord. I, on the other hand, was touched by a priest once. Excuse me, ma'am?
Good heavens! Is that you, God?
No. My name is Coop.
Ha! So modest. Classic God.
Do you really think God would have a high-pitched voice?
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure God wouldn't sound like a kid.
I cannot tell a lie, so I must confess that your voice is far more shrill and grating than I would have expected. You sound a bit like a squirrel in its dying moments.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry, Lord. Please forgive my earthly mortal ears for being unable to hear the beautiful music in your voice. Welcome me into your bosom as I leave this mortal coil, and we shall sing together in harmony while we dance through the heavens.
That's not in my power. I'm just a kid.
That's just what Jesus would say.
What kind of God would leave you in a place like this?
I know you love me, O Lord. This is but another one of your holy tests of my faith in thee.
Even if I was God, do you really think my tests would involve living off of mashed prunes for sustenance and endless reruns of Murder, She Wrote for entertainment while your family forgets about you?
The Lord does work in mysterious ways.
Stop saying that! That's a stupid thing people say when they can't explain their own religious crap!
I have prayed for this my entire life, and I will pray until my dying day. Has that day finally come?
No, you're not going to die today.
Oh well, there's always tomorrow.
Look, if you just open your eyes, you'll see that I'm a kid standing here, and not some divine being or whatever.
My eyes must remain shut. For how can I prove my faith if I need to open my eyes to see if you're truly there?
But I'm telling you, I'm just a kid, a human being. Just open your eyes so you can see me.
All devout followers of yours know that looking you in the eye would blind us or turn us into a pillar of salt or something.
God damn it!
Good heavens! I never imagined that the Lord would take his own name in vain. You continue to surprise me, O King of Kings.
Fine, I command thee to do my bidding.
Yes, command me, my lord.
Can I have $5?
You certainly can.
Score!
I'll be sure to bring it to church this Sunday.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I wanted you to give it to me now, and...
You know I never miss going to church, and when they pass that collection plate around, I'll give you all that I have, for I know I shan't be on this earth for much longer. Of course, I was going to give it to my grandchildren so that they could go to college, but you're commanding me to give it to you, so I know that it's going to a higher purpose.
No, please don't. I don't want the money. Just give it to your grandchildren.
Look at you, testing my faith once again. God first, family second. The money is yours.
This is horrible. I hate being God. Okay, lady, you just keep on praying. I have, God stuff to do. Take care.
By your grace.
Peace be with you and stuff.
And also with you.
Hey, it's a photo of a handsome white man from the Middle East. If Jesus is always with you, then there's no need to take him. All right, Jesus, your turn. count to 10 and try to find me. No peeking through those holes in your hands this time. Got a few questions if you don't mind.
I'm ready, oh Lord! Take me home!
Okay, lady, you just keep on praying. I have,
By your...
pe-
And also we...
Dear Jesus, I've never prayed before, but if you wouldn't mind killing Kent with a devastating thunderbolt, I'd take that as a huge favor. Amen. This is the weirdest Pokemon card I've ever seen. It's a picture of a kid flying a kite. Is that what kids with a happy childhood get to do? I'm just going to shut my eyes and not look at an old person's toilet. Oh look, some filthy old clothes from a filthy old person. Oh God, I really hope that's not the guy my grandma's banging, but something tells me he might be. This guy looks pretty stab happy. I'm not gonna risk it. Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Ah! If you come within 50 yards of me while covered in that prune swirl nastiness, I'll stab you directly in the throat with the switchblade.
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Here's a fact. I killed my own daughter. Killed her dead. Why? Because she tried to spoon-feed me some of that prune swirl garbage, and I actually liked her. You? I don't like you, or even know you. So you've got less than 2 seconds to light a fire under your skinny ass and book it out of the room before I play golf with your spinal column. And don't come back until you're clean!
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
I didn't survive all 3 world wars only to be disgraced by the presence of some prune-swirl-covered delinquent jackass! Get the fuck out of my room!
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Oh, hey there, buckaroo! Great to see ya! Psh, no, it doesn't matter that you're covered in that prune swirl slop and tracking it all over my room. Doesn't matter at all! Say, why don't you come a little closer? I want to show you how many different places in your body I can fit this rusty spatula!
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Listen up, Squirt, and listen good. The last person to bring prune swirls near me ended up with 2 candlesticks embedded in their ocular cavities.
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Oh, hey there, buckaroo! Great to see ya! Psh, no, it doesn't matter that you're covered in that prune swirl slop and tracking it all over my room. Doesn't matter at all! Say, why don't you come a little closer? I want to show you how many different places in your body I can fit this rusty spatula!
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Listen, kid, I'm sure you've had it rough. What with you being so small, you still gotta use the training toilet and all. But that's no excuse for you to walk into my room covered in that shit! So you have 2 options. 1, watch me demonstrate how quickly I can crush your skull with my bare hands. Or 2, march your prune swirled coated ass directly out of my room. So what's it gonna be, punk?
Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Listen, kid, I'm sure you've had it rough. What with you being so small, you still gotta use the training toilet and all. But that's no excuse for you to walk into my room covered. So you have 2 options.
Liver spots? A receding hairline? Can't I just let this happen when I'm older rather than experiencing it as a teenager? Guess nobody had a level handy when hanging this up. Oh well, good enough. It's just beginning to bud. Pretty weird considering it's made of plastic. If you look closely, you can see his innocence being slowly corrupted. This isn't that kind of game. That old guy's corrupting their young minds enough as it is without my interjecting. Look at her face. She's filled with joy. Who needs books or video games when you have a grandpa with PTSD? This isn't that kind of game. That old guy's corrupting their young minds enough as it is without my interjecting. He sure looks long in the tooth, and in the cheeks, and in the tits. I don't want to give him the wrong idea. Hello.
You're not my son! Get out of here! Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, when I was your age, we didn't have any fancy video game nonsense, oh no! We didn't need any Nintendos or Xbox bull honky. If you wanted to stomp a Goomba, you'd have to do it the old-fashioned way, by going to the Italian deli and slapping the cannoli out of their hands. And they didn't just idly walk back and forth like some meandering pile of dog shit. Those Goombas would put up a fight. My old man and I would speedrun all the Goombas out of town with our keyblades, which of course were old mail keys we had fashioned into knives.
A nice formal shirt and tie for me to wear when nothing is getting me down. Hi.
Leave us alone! No visitors! Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah! Things were so much better back in the day! You kids should have seen it! You could buy a candy bar for a nickel and give a hooker a black eye for a tip! And anytime I needed to bathe, I'd just hop in the town fountain like everyone else! Those were the days!
Excuse me.
There isn't a chance in hell I'm related to a wimp like you! Get out! Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Back then you had to eat a lot to survive, especially if you find yourself deep in Nazi territory with nothing but a Call of Duty, 5.56ers, and pineapples. It'd be an absolute hell for you kids, but we loved it. We'd drink Nazi blood instead of coffee, and that's the way we liked it.
Hey.
Boy, I keep a bayonet under my pillow and I'm about to show you up close! Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, you kids should have seen me in the war! I was on top of the world! And planting a flag on it while I was there! We had helmets and boots and bulletproof jockstraps! Oh, and bayonets! Those were for babies! I can't count how many times I've been walking around and trip over another Nazi baby. You just take your bayonet and move on with your day.
Hi there.
Sell your Bibles to the woman down the hall. We're not interested. Anyway, where was I? I can't remember.
It's a sign listing out the rules for using the toilet. Forcing an elderly woman in a wheelchair to chug beer? Well, I guess that's one way to party. Photos of an old woman forcing a baby to chug booze. Who would force someone who's helpless to drink? What a monster! Is it weird that somebody was ready to snap a photo the moment this kid kicked in that door? If I know anything about parties, it's that the best ones always end up with a baby wearing a lampshade. This guy doesn't strike me as the decorative pillow type, but what do you know? Looks like too much TV has rotted his brain. He should go play outside. He feels dry and flaky. Also, he doesn't feel me feeling him. Say there, mister. What you watching?
Quit your chin wagging. I can't hear my stories.
All I see is static. Perhaps you'd like me to embark on a quest to fix the channel for you.
Don't you dare go messing with the TV. If I miss this episode, I won't know what's going on in the next one.
Pretty sure it'll be more snow and static. Winter is coming.
Enough of your belly aching. This is the best part.
You do realize that TV is busted, right?
Not as busted as your face is gonna be if you don't get the hell away from me, you little whipper shit.
Do you even know what year it is?
It's the year where I lose all my inhibitions and manners on a kid who won't stop interrupting my stories.
Well, that was surprisingly lucid. Good for you, old-timer.
Old-timer? Old-timer? The only old-timer here is that ticking time bomb called my fist. And let me tell you, when it goes off, there won't be nobody left to pull out of this foxhole.
What's happening on your, stories?
Oh, you watch them too? Margaret got the family back to the cabin before the big storm hit. Looks like they might be okay for now, if that pack of coyotes doesn't come back for the ducks.
Yeah, but how are they gonna feed themselves with them coyotes out there? They can't stay shacked up in that cabin forever.
Margaret's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's bringing up those kids right. As long as they work together, a pack of coyotes won't be much of a problem.
I gotta say, I kinda have a crush on Margaret. That scene of her trying on new pantaloons got me all hot and heavy.
How dare you? Lusting after a recent widow like that? She's got mouths to feed, and here you are ogling her. You keep your eyes off anything that isn't a damn coyote.
Will you go to prom with me?
Lost a lot of good men to prom. Some of them came back, but you know, they didn't really come back. You can still see the loss in their eyes. 1,000-yard stares and all.
So, is that a yes?
Out of respect for my fallen comrades, no. Besides, I'd rather walk backwards naked through a cattail patch than be your date, Thimbledick.
Well, have fun watching TV, dude. Later.
Well, it's about damn time. I can't watch what happens to Margaret with you yabbering my ear off all goddamn day.
How do you get that good at sleeping? Because I'm normally kept awake with existential dread. Thanks, but I think I'll pass on adding fondling the unconscious elderly to my permanent record. Sounds like somebody needs to get this old-timer a CPAP machine. She looks so old and nice. I didn't really plan on molesting senior citizens today. Nice place, this Golden Haze.
Nice? It's a bucket of piss.
Aw, come on. I know it's not a luxury resort and all, but it's certainly not as bad as an actual bucket of piss.
Oh, really? Do me a favor, Sonny. Inhale deeply for me.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
So, what did you smell?
Urine.
Ha! See? I rest my case.
Well, I'm sure there are some good things about this place.
Oh, sure, I can look on the bright side. At least it's not the Mulch Emporium.
Can you explain where that urine smell is coming from?
You mean other than from my own bloomers?
That's already more than I needed to know. How often does your family come to see you?
Family? I outlived all those bastards.
Well, I guess that just means you lived a healthy lifestyle or had good genes.
Nope. I was born with leprosy, smoked 4 packs of unfiltered cigarettes a day, and I constantly administered vodka directly into my bloodstream with an IV drip bag. They were the healthy ones.
Yeesh. So, were they like in a tragic accident or something?
That's what the police report said, but me and my flamethrower know what really happened.
You probably shouldn't be telling this to strangers. What's so bad about the Mulch Emporium?
Are you shitting me, Sonny? What isn't wrong with the Mulch Emporium?
I don't get it. They just sell mulch and deliver it to your home, don't they?
Some years ago, I specifically ordered a sphagnum peat moss mulch for my garden from the Mulch Emporium. The company assured me that they could not only deliver it, but they would spread it around while I was out of town to help my garden grow.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounded great. Sounded fucking fantastic, eh, Sonny? Well, those dipshit twerps over at Mulch Emporium got my order mixed up, and they delivered a huge batch of rubber mulch.
Rubber mulch.
Tires! They delivered recycled tire rubber and spread it all over my entire property.
That doesn't seem like something that would help a garden grow.
Ding, 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 we have a winner! That rubber mulch killed my garden. It killed every living thing.
So did they come replace it and pay for the damages?
Oh, sure, they offered to plant me a new garden and pay for my losses, but that doesn't cover all the work I put into my beloved garden. You can't pay for that loss of time.
Actually, that's what lawsuits are for, and
Pretty hard to hit him with a lawsuit when you took a flamethrower to your entire property in a fit of rage. Sure, they couldn't prove that I started the fire, but they claimed that the fire is what caused my garden to die, and not their wretched rubber tire mulch.
sorry to hear that.
Not as sorry as they're going to be.
That sounds frighteningly ominous. What do you mean?
I'm sending them a scathing letter in the mail.
A letter?
You heard me. I wrote them a scathing letter explaining what a horrible company they are.
That actually sounds like a perfectly pragmatic way of handling it.
I think so too. I also go on to explain that they murdered my garden and they murdered my family because it's their fault I set fire to the house.
Okay, that sounds crazy, and
Then I go on to explain how I'm going to set fire to their families when I dig my flamethrower out of storage.
I'm sorry, but that's not a scathing letter. What you've written is a death threat.
You mean there's a difference?
Can I help you in some way?
Come to think of it, you can. Would you go fetch me my flamethrower?
No, I won't be doing that.
And here I thought you were the kind of young man who believed in standing up for what's good and right. I thought you believed in chivalry.
I do, just not the kind that involves flamethrowers.
Fine. Can you at least mail my scathing letter to the Mulch Emporium for me?
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. Isn't that like being an accomplice?
Technically? I don't know, but trust me, Sonny, you don't want to get on my shit list. So again, will you mail out my letter?
I'll think about it.
Well, why don't you think about walking over to the nurse's station, grabbing it out of my purse, and then heading outdoors to put it in the mailbox so I don't have to set your house on fire?
Holy shit!
I guess you best be getting on with it then, Sonny. Who knows, maybe I'll even give you a reward for doing me this favor.
I guess yeah, okay. Bye. Hey, if birds can bathe in here, why can't I? I'm so clean you could eat off me. Now to deliver these photos and get out of here before they make me a lifelong resident. It's green, it's bushy, it could only be one thing. A leaf cloud. Hey Bush, tell me a story. I got time. I'm waiting. Ah, nature. But who guards the garden? It's a garden, or as some people call it, a flower zoo. It's green, it's bush. I can wait as long as you can.
Fine, Jesus. Once upon a time, there was a happy little bush named Bushter, who was no more than 2 years old. He wasn't the thickest bush in the hedge, or the tallest, but what he lacked in size, he more than made up for in spunk. One day, an evil gardener approached the entire hedge with a wheelbarrow full of vicious anti-hedge weapons. Bushley, the biggest bush, said, "I'll stop him by throwing my leaves at him. Even if I throw half of my leaves, I'll still be thicker than that runt Bushter." The other bushes laughed at Bushter, the littlest bush. Bushter felt ashamed and shrunk himself into the dirt. Standing in front of Bushley, the evil gardener raised his shoveling device. Bushley attacked. "Hyah!" he screamed as he tried to throw his leaves at the gardener. But Bushley couldn't throw his leaves, for he was a bush, and bushes can't do that. The gardener threw his shovel into Bushley's roots, dug him out of the ground, and tossed Bushley's corpse into his wheelbarrow. The other bushes in the hedge were horrified. Their leaves shook with fright. The gardener returned, murderous shovel in hand. The gardener raised his shovel and prepared to strike, but stopped in his tracks when he heard Bushter yell, "Wait!" The gardener couldn't believe his ears. "A talking bush?" said the puzzled gardener. Please don't dig us up, Mr. Gardener. We may not be the thickest bushes or the tallest, but we're a family. I'm just a bush, and I cannot throw my leaves, but I can talk and think and love just as good as you or any gardener, and I'd do anything to protect my family. Please, if you have to dig any of us up, make it me, Bushta, the littlest bush. The gardener lowered his shovel to wipe the tears from his eyes. Wow, said the touched gardener. Bushter, I have a family myself. But the client is putting up a fence and needs you bushes out of the way. So... The gardener proceeded to shovel into Bushter's roots, severing them entirely, and threw his remains in the wheelbarrow atop Bushley's motionless body. I can't feel my roots! I can't feel my roots! Yelled Bushter in anguish. One by one, every bush in the hedge was excavated and tossed upon the pile. Bushter was thrown into a wood chipper along with the rest of his family. The gardener received an $18 tip. The end.
Wow, that was pretty depressing.
You got your story, kid. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Heh, leave.
Fuck off already.
A ghillie suit? I hope this means I can finally camouflage myself from the entire world. Some gangsters carved their name into this tree. Brutal. An empty wheelchair that somebody probably died in. Wait, if somebody died in this thing, why wouldn't they use it to wheel their body away? An owl fountain. Where does the water come out of? It looks bored as hell. You know, this place isn't all that different than my school. I'm gonna keep my hands to myself in this circumstance. Excuse me.
Welcome to Golden Haze. How can I help you?
I'm looking for my grandma's friend, Bernie. Old guy, lives here, currently going through a sexual awakening. Do you know where I can find him?
I sure can. Bernie lives right here in Golden Haze.
Right. I was hoping you'd be a little more specific.
Of course. You could find him in the interior of the building.
Great. Huge help. It's nice to see someone happy around here for a change. I don't know. If I touch him, he might break. Good afternoon.
Oh, thanks for noticing. I just got it replaced. Works like a charm now. Tick-tock.
It's nice to see someone in such a good mood.
When I was a pilot, the air traffic controller was a woman. Very unusual. I took note of her kindness and gentle voice, but I wish I could have smelled her through the Victrola.
Do you have any other regrets?
Regrets? Oh, I'm full of them, but I wasn't sure if the boat would float. Good golly, it did, though. Took us wherever we needed to go, and boy, did we get some serious VD. Never did find the bodies. Sturdy boat, good sails.
That's TMI for a question I never asked. Cool bolo tie. Did your grandkids give you that?
You know who you remind me of? The Rita Hayworth. She wasn't as pretty as the other girls of her time, but boy, did she have talent.
Thanks. I don't get a lot of compliments, so I'll take what I can get.
You gotta take it where you can get it, Sonny. To be honest, everyone was simply amazed at just how much blood that boy could lose. The floor was like lava, but sticky instead of hot. Sometimes I see it when I close my eyes.
Okie dokie.
Psst, come on over here. I got something to tell you. You'll find the naked ladies in the dumpster. They're blind, but golly, are they beautiful. Don't tell them I sent you, though.
Double okie, double dokey. How do you like Golden Haze?
It was 3 p.m. on a Sunday when my wife died. Boy, did it rain that day. But the chicken on the roof told us not to touch the green goo, so we went down to the A&W to get some root beer. Back in those days, the root was just a stick they put in your beer. Sometimes I get sad now.
What little I understood of that sounded pretty sad.
Well, you know what they say. It takes 2 to tango, but 2 birds in the hand will eat the whole bush before the early bird even wakes up. Ever since then, I've left a trail of breadcrumbs. At the time, everyone was doing it, so even the police didn't mind.
I'm honestly not following.
I can't believe I have a son, especially a white one.
Will you go to prom with me?
I'd love to, little honky, but I'm married. My wife used to make the most glorious key lime pie. Used real key limes and everything. I used to say, Mary, your pie is the key lime to my heart. And we would laugh and laugh.
That was surprisingly lucid.
I told him it would never be deep enough, but far be it from me to argue with a gravedigger. Long story short, not deep enough.
Do you have any other stories about your wife?
Oh no, I never married. I was a sailor. I was married to the sea. Couldn't tie this old schooner down. Except maybe for an evening if those legs were long enough. Meow. Say, would you like to see my coin collection?
Sure.
Sure.
So, are you going to show it to me?
Show you what now?
Your coin collection.
Why would I want to see your coin collection? I have one of my own.
No, you offered to show me your coin collection.
I don't have your coin collection, son. That's your business, and business is closed.
What I'm trying to say is, I'd be happy to see your coin collection.
Coins or beans, you can't grow tobacco in a turnip patch. But boy, we sure tried back in my day.
I think it's pill time for you, dude.
I've once seen a man with bamboo shoots shoved under his fingernails, and he wasn't even a panda.
I'd better ramble on from this rambling on.
Yeah, so I killed a few men. So what? We were fighting the good fight, and a damn good fight it was.
Advertising the retirement home in the retirement home, it's genius. It's an ad for that restaurant that reads your thoughts and serves up your deepest desires. It's a corkboard where locals can advertise to the elderly residents and their families.
Stop right there, young man. May I ask you exactly what it is that you think you're doing in my nurse's station?
I thought this was the way to the bathroom.
I see. Because if I didn't know any better, I'd think you were trying to get your grubby little teenage hands on my poor patient's pain medications. That's not what you were trying to do, is it?
Absolutely not! I value pain. It builds character. I swear, I'm just lost.
I'm going to choose to believe you. The restroom is down the hall, but it's for residents only. Definitely not for riffraff like you. Just know that the only way you're getting into my station is if I leave my post. And I only leave my post for the most dire of emergencies. I don't play games. And I won't hesitate to call the police on you and your damn junkie friends if I see any of you sniffing around here again.
You got it all wrong, lady. I don't even have any friends, let alone cool ones that do drugs and stuff. Sorry for the mistake. It won't happen again. Why'd you leave the piece on the table? I touched her, but all her shaking made my teeth chatter. Hey there, need any help eating your peas?
No! I'm a grown woman and I can do it myself.
Have you considered using a spoon?
A spoon? Don't you kids know anything about table manners? Spoons are for barbarians. And soup.
I just think it'd be a little easier for, you know, all the shaking around that you're doing.
Forks are the proper way to eat peas, but you mustn't confuse them. You have a fork for salad, a fork for the main course, and a fork for peas. I'm going to earn my peas because my mother didn't raise a quitter.
Huh, I guess your generation really was cut from a different cloth than mine. A cloth that's never heard of a spork. So, how do you like it here at Golden Haze?
It's terrible. You've got to get me out of here. I can't stay locked up here like a caged canary.
What's so bad about it?
The rooms are dreadful. The food is awful. The workers yell and spit at me. And there's nothing to do but wait around for the sweet release of death.
Ugh, sounds just like school to me. I guess this means it won't get any better when I grow up.
Grow up? Your generation won't get to grow up. My generation had to survive wars, famine, disease, molasses disasters. We were built to last. You kids die if you even eat something with gluten in it.
True, but to be honest, I'm hoping we don't last as long as your generation.
Don't worry. You won't.
How long have you been living here?
Oh, well, I wouldn't call my time here living. It's been more of a 20-year sentence.
20 years? Damn, that's longer than I've been alive. This place has to feel like a second home to you now, right? It can't be that bad.
A second home? This is the only home I've ever lived in where nobody even knows my name.
Oh, sorry. So, what's your name?
I'm Ethel. But if you ask any of the orderlies around here, my name is apparently Stinky Britches, Ms. Shitsack, or Varicose Veronica.
I think I'll stick with Ethel. Will you go to prom with me?
No. I'm a grown woman and I can go to prom myself.
No, you can't. You can barely feed yourself.
I can barely feed myself on my own, thank you very much.
Come on, lady. Let a nice young man help you across the street.
Across the street to prom?
Yeah?
I've had far handsomer suitors take me to ballroom dances in my day, and I'm not lowering my standards now.
God damn it! Okay, I'll let you get back to your meal. Bye.
Well, Ethel, looks like it's just you and your peas, once again. Typical.
Come on, you can do it! I believe in you! I want to see you eat just one pea! This piano probably hasn't been played in a while, on account of all the arthritis. Consider these ivories tickled. It's the sheet music to an old-timey song called Has Anybody Here Seen Kelly? Chairs, filmed in front of a live studio audience. Is anybody else seeing this? Anybody? Hello? Are you okay?
Out of my way, young man. We've got a dire emergency here. Sir? Sir, can you hear me? Can you raise your arms for me? Both of them. Just raise them up for me. Come on, sir. I'm gonna need you to cooperate with me. Can you smell toast, sir? Do you have any allergies to nitroglycerin? Okay. Have you been this way for more than 4 hours? Hello? What did you have for lunch? Blink 6 times if you can hear me. Sir, you need to respond to my questions or we're going to be here all day long. Now I'm going to ask you again. Can you raise your arms for me?
She's got to be one of the meanest looking ladies I've ever seen. Good thing they left her in charge of all these completely helpless elderly people. I don't think she'd fit in my backpack.
Back up! This patient is in need of serious medical assistance. Sir? Sir, can you hear me? Click your heels together 3 times if you can. Sir, how many fingers am I holding up? Sir? Sir, if you're not going to cooperate, I'll have to break out the defibrillator like last time.
Well, at least the nurse is here to take care of him now. I'm sure he's fine. I think I'll leave his medical care to the professionals. Hang in there, fella. Stay away from the light. Nursing home day? Isn't that the day before Dia de Muertos? Wow, computer monitors sure were fat back in the day. A pink slip? In an old folks' home? Someone must have gotten fired from life. Letter acquired. Time to go find a mailbox. It's a bulletin board with reminders of dumb tasks and jobs to keep old people alive. scathing death threat for the Mulch Emporium. Jeez. Combining a stamp with a letter? Genius! I patiently await my honorary Mensa scholarship. Well, I mailed her letter. I don't feel good about it, but I did it. Guess I better go tell Gertie the, good news. Hi, I mailed your letter out.
Excellent. Run into any trouble?
Trouble? Nope. It was just a matter of finding a stamp and mailing out a letter. How hard could that possibly be? Nobody could possibly get hurt doing such a simple task.
Oh, I could think of lots of ways to hurt people.
I'm sure you could. Look, are we done here?
Almost. First, I need to give you your reward for doing me that favor.
It's okay. I just want to...
I insist. Come over here, Sonny.
Ow! Your kisses feel like Velcro. This isn't exactly the reward I expected.
You're welcome. Be sure to tell everyone that you got it from sweet old Gertie.
Gee, thanks. I will. Bye now. My reward for all that was a smooch from some psychotic old lady?
Piss off, Sonny. You already got your reward. This dame doesn't double dip.
My loss, I guess. Oh, God. I really hope that's not the guy my grandma's banging. But something tells me he might be. Hi, Mr. Bernie?
Huh? Who let you in here? What do you want, Pipsqueak?
My grandma wanted me to, deliver these, photos to you.
Hot damn, it's about time! What took you so long?
Well, first I had to knock down a wasp's net.
I don't give a shit! I'm running unlimited time here! So for all future deliveries, make sure to put a rush on them before my dick falls off!
Is there anything you want me to tell Grandma?
Tell my little honey bucket I can't wait for her to do that thing she does to me when she removes her dentures.
Ugh, that's just too much.
Oh, and tell her I talked to Gertrude, and she's game for that three-way.
Can't you just write her a note so I don't have to tell her these things?
Fuck no, I've got some salacious snapshots to spank my shaft to. I can't be wasting my time writing letters to her. You can bring her one thing, though. Head over to the main commons area and find Monty. Can't miss him. He's the one who's always sleeping. Rifle through his pockets till you find them virility pills that he uses on all of his mistresses, and bring the bottle to your grandma. She'll know what to do with them.
This sounds like something a kid my age really shouldn't be involved with.
I agree. And the sooner you finish doing it, the sooner you can move on with your sad excuse for her life. So hop to it. You again? What?
Remind me again, where am I supposed to find those pills?
Head over to the main commons area and find Monty. Can't miss him. He's the one who's always sleeping. Rifle through his pockets till you find them virility pills that he uses on all of his mistresses, and bring the bottle to your grandma. She'll know what to do with them.
How do you get that good at sleeping? Because I'm normally kept awake with existential dread. Please don't wake up, old man. I'm just borrowing your drugs.
Huh? What the hell do you think you're doing, lip dick?
I'm just getting these pills for my...
Looks like we got ourselves a burglar.
No, wait! You don't understand!
Get him! Thief!
Vandal! Wait! Hold on! I didn't... I can explain!
Freeze!
Don't move! Get on the ground! Put your hands up! Hands behind your head, now! Now put your legs behind your head! Now roll around a little bit! I said, don't move!
Stop resisting!
Ow!
Damn, this stuff is spicy.
Well, another by-the-book arrest. Can't we just take him downtown and brutally beat him within the confines of the law?
Not today, I'm afraid. Turns out this perp is a minor.
A minor? Ew, I can't believe I touched it. So what you're saying is this will go on
his permanent record.
Oh, damn! Even better!
Goodness me, what's going on?
Well, I'm afraid your grandson got into a bit of trouble down at the retirement home.
Don't worry, though. The long arm of the law gave him a long spanking.
Oh, my. My Coop? Oh, I hope he wasn't too much trouble, officers.
No trouble at all, ma'am. Not after we showed up.
It's too bad we don't get perps this tiny more often. They're a lot of fun to take down.
Better keep an eye on this one.
Well, thank you for bringing him back, officers. I'll take the punishment over from here.
Will you be needing this?
No, thanks. I'm sure I've got a bedpan or two that could use some cleaning.
Ew, yuck.
Yeah, let's get out of here before this gets ugly. I've already gone through trauma therapy twice.
Have a good night, officers. What the fuck, man? You're bringing the fuzz to my doorstep? What do I always say? Those pigs want to snatch my crops.
Me? If it wasn't for your weird, horny chore and violent boyfriend, I wouldn't have been there in the first place.
I didn't raise no narc. You're an adult now, Cooper.
Not legally.
You can be tried as one, and that would really harsh my mellow. Just tuck your stupid puberty hormones back in your pants before you end up behind bars. This is unacceptable, Cooper. You need to be punished.
What? Why?
What would the neighbors think if I didn't set an example and knock your trick-ass down a peg? Let me spank you by the window so they can see.
What punishment could be worse than being tormented every waking moment at school, all while living with my horny, strung-out grandma?
Cooper! Those hormones must be out of control! You've never spoken to me like this before. Well, Mr. Big Pants, how about no field trip tomorrow? How do you like them rutabagas?
No! I hate them rutabagas! You can't do this!
Too bad, Buster. I gotta keep my hose on a leash.
God damn it! You don't care about what I'm going through!
Coop,
No! You treat me more like an errand boy than a grandson! You say I'm going through a phase? What about your creepy golden year sexual renaissance, huh? You only care about yourself!
But...
You don't care about me, Grandma! Grandmas just don't understand! I'm a complicated, unique teen going through unique problems that nobody could possibly understand!
Coop, I had no idea!
You don't want me! Nobody wants me! Not as a friend, not as a prom date, not as a grandson! I'll always be remembered as the freak no one wants! I wish I died in the car crash with my parents instead of being raised by you!
I suppose you know best.
Yeah? And as soon as I graduate, I'm running away forever, so you won't have to deal with my hormones! Then I won't have to give a damn about what happens to this suck-ass town! Or you!
Oh...
Why do I keep acting out? Why do I only make things worse? What the hell is wrong with me? Maybe Ken is right. Maybe I am a stupid, dick-lipped loser. Psionic Steve, I'll bet you never got yelled at by your grandma. I mean, if your grandma wasn't eaten alive in your tragic backstory, that is. No, you always do the exact right thing. How do you do it? I wish you were here to show me. You'd stand up to my bullies, not run from them. You'd help the elderly, not steal their sex pills. You'd have a prom date and be a somebody, not a lonely nobody. And if you were here, you'd show me how to be the hero of the story, and not a worthless freak. But you're not here. You're not even real. and I am all alone. I guess I'll go to sleep and try to forget about this suck-ass day. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally stand up for myself, get a prom date, and be somebody worth remembering. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Hopefully, better than all of my yesterdays. Good night, Steve.
Coop, you there? Does this thing still work?
Sawyer's calling on the friend zone phone. Seahorse to Sawhorse, come in. Don't forget to use proper CB lingo. Over.
I'm over the radio lingo. Can you not be weird for like 2 seconds? This is important.
Roger that. Reading you loud and clear. Over.
Whatever. Anyway, have you been outside? Kent and his butthole patrol have been gunning for you all morning. They've got some big end of school prank to pull on you or something. Might have to do with your butthole? Ugh. Over.
Gadzooks! I can't skip school today. How the hell are my butthole and I supposed to avoid them?
Today's a big field trip to the bomb shelter. You coming? I mean, I know they won't be going on the trip because Kent and his pals think that school buses are the chariots of the poor.
Jesus! How do you know all of this? Over.
I have dirt on everyone in this town, Coop. By the way, your hamster's dead.
Oh no, he's just a sleepy little boy, aren't ya? Yes, you are. Over.
Get over here, duder. If you can make it to the school, at least you'll be safe today.
But there's no way Grandma will sign my permission slip after my very recent felony arrest.
Yeah, I heard. Didn't take you as the type of guy to grope senior citizens. You're pretty thirsty for a prom date, aren't you?
What? No, it wasn't my fault. Look, I'll tell you about it later. Any good ways to get past Kent and his shithead lackeys?
You're on your own there, bud. I can't fight all your fights for you. Just watch out for them. They've been on a stakeout on Knothole Street, near the school entrance. If you can get around them, you're good as gold. Just do me a favor and try not to end up like your hamster, okay?
Fat chance. I'm not even tired.
All right. Well, I'll see you on the bus. Over and out, duder.
Wait, before you go...
Can you make it quick? These covert government conspiracies aren't going to uncover themselves.
I was wondering, will you really be my prom date?
If you help me find out what shady secrets our town has, everyone's gonna owe you one.
So...
Yes, if you help me out, I'll be your prom date. Plus, we all know prom is just a vapid social construct made to subjugate the masses into competing in pageantry for a plastic crown that is neither with glory nor power.
Yeah, totally. Prom sucks.
Besides, imagine the look on Kent's face when he sees me walking into prom with someone like you.
Right. It'll be hilarious.
All right, get out there and try not to be killed to death. Good luck!
Okay, love you. I mean, Seahorse over and out. Hopefully not forever. Shit! If Grandma doesn't sign my permission slip, Ken and his gang are gonna curb stomp me. Or worse. There's gotta be a way to forge your signature. It's a bunch of family photos. Naturally, I'm not in any of them. Thanks, Grandma. Check it out! I found a check! It's a check that Grandma signed. She probably wasn't gonna mail it anyway. That's my grandma. She's raised me ever since I was just a little Coop. How often do you touch your grandma?
Uh-huh. You're from the IRS? Oh no, that sounds bad. But I get my taxes done at the H&R Block. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. Let me write you a check. Do I make it out to the IRS or to you, Mark? You only take iTunes cards. I've never put $7,000 into gift cards before. If you say so. Uh-huh. And the IRS only takes gift cards because... Right. When you say it like that, it makes perfect sense. I know one store where I can get iTunes cards, but it's 20 minutes from here. Oh, but I don't really like to drive. Well, I suppose I could call for a ride from Beatrice. And if I hang up, you'll sick the police on me. Hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Sorry, honey, can't talk now. This Indian fella says I owe $7,300 to the IRS.
They're scamming you, Gramp.
Shh! Sorry, Mark. My grandson just wanted to show me some Pokemans.
Hang up! It's a scam!
Hush, Coop!
God damn it! I mean, touching it would make sense if I wanted to trace my hand to make a hand turkey. It's one of those light boxes that artists use to trace. I used to practice drawing Psionic Steve on it. It's a great way to rip off somebody else's work. I better get this thing signed. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Also skin cancer. Yes! Okay, if I can get this slip to school without Ken and his gang finding me, I can avoid a beating. And possibly live to see tomorrow. Looks totally legit to me. Shit! Kent, Brittany, and Chad are waiting right there to do their big murder prank on me! How the hell am I gonna get back to school when they're blocking the way? God damn it!
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Sometimes there's so much beauty in the world. I feel like I can't take it. But I want to take it. I need it. Even if it means caging this beautiful bird.
You are beautiful. I'm not tall enough to catch that bag. I need something sticky to catch it with. You look so carefree, floating around so peacefully like that. What's it like? Come on, Coop, think harder. I'm so sorry I had to capture you, you beautiful floating plastic bag, you. Someday I'll return you to the wild so you can dance freely once again. It's no longer beautiful. I feel so bad about capturing it. Leaf blowers. Cool. These are great for propelling things.
Look, there he is!
Oh no! He's using ingenuity!
That's right, jerks! Up here I'm untouchable, and there's nothing you can do about—
Got him! We're coming to kick your ass, you little queef!
Shit, 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 shit!
Time for my favorite part. What delightful little joke do you have for me this time, Mr. Popsicle Stick? Why is the Cyclops such an effective teacher? Well, I can only assume it's his passion for education, but let's see. Because he only has one pupil! It's the eye! It's the one eye! Because he's a Cyclops!
Oh my god!
The fucking eye!
Jesus Christ! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Here, let me help!
Don't try to help! I Where's?
Almost got it! Whoops.
Did you get it?
He's over there, next to the Cyclops.
Aw, the joke's funnier when it's not about you.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
You're dead, you fucking reject!
Okay, I should be safe in here. In this terrifying laboratory. I feel bad, but is it weird that I still think the joke on the popsicle stick is even funnier with the eyeball stuck on it? I can't see a way out of this place! Can you? If he can still see me, I hope he can see how bad I feel about this. I think this thing is definitely real. Test tube infants, experimentation and implementation. That's some interesting reading going on here. Weird that it was left on the floor like that. They must have left here in a hurry. Maybe I should too. It's a mostly empty bookcase being looked at by a mostly empty kid. And the Lord saith, use thy book to hold up at thine tables. I meant to do that. That's only gonna keep them out for so long. I better find another way out of here. Chalkboard erasers covered in chalk dust. How can erasers get me out of this mess? Think, Coop, think! Ow, fuck! Lasers? In the doorway? I forget. How do they reveal security laser beams in all those spy movies? Look at me! I'm like a super spy, dodging laser beams. Okay, back to trying not to die. An experimental vial from the secret lab. Maybe this will come in handy sometime. A Canadiation vial containing a secret formula? Or something to pour on waffles? Only time will tell. Weird. These lab notes have a bunch of data on them about cells or something. That's the largest centrifuge I've ever seen. That's what she said. It's a tissue box. Aw, I guess scientists have to cry from time to time. Danger? What is the danger? Where is the danger? It appears to be some kind of eyeball scanner, like in all those spy movies. It scanned my eye, but it says I don't work here. I feel bad, but is it weird that I still think the joke on the popsicle stick is even funnier with the eyeball stuck on it? An experimental vial from the secret lab. Maybe this will come in handy sometime. There's no passages in here that are gonna help me with any of my current predicaments. Okay, that's the most ominous thing I've ever seen. Jesus! What the hell is all of this?
There's nowhere for you to run and hide now, Coop!
We've got you now, bitch nips! We're gonna make you eat your own face!
Wait, how's that even possible?
Shut up, tits for balls! You're so dead!
Guys, I think you're taking this bullying thing a little too far.
Come on, get him!
Hook him up, kid!
shit!
Let's get out of here!